Somebody over at our message board posted, Tom, please research before you speak. This was Ron Kerr. He posted this. He said, I'm a liberal. I love you. I love Bernie. I contribute to both. Please know my intentions are good and seriously consider this. You made a big mistake last week when you said that Reagan stole the election from Carter by conspiring with Iran to delay the prisoner release. My research from two different sources say that while Iran did, in fact, delay the release until Carter left office, Reagan had no part in that. It was done solely from hubris on the Iranians' part. They hated Carter and simply did not want him to get credit for their release. Well, he says, please do a big mea culpa and correct it. Marriott 79 then replied to Ron's posting, saying, with all due respect, Ron, it's you who actually have it wrong. 10 minutes of Googling is not research. Reagan's staff did, in fact, cut a deal to hold the hostages until after the election. There have been several books written on the subject. One that comes to mind is October Surprise. There are two October Surprise books, by the way, one written by Barbara Honegger and one written by Gary Sick. They're both brilliant. The Marriott 79 goes on to say, I suggest you read this 2013 op-ed from the former president of Iran at the time. It's on the Christian Science Monitor. You can Google it easily. Google Christian or DuckDuckGo or whatever, Christian Science Monitor and Iran and Argo, ARGO, because it's an op-ed about the movie Argo. But anyhow, this is what President Bonnie Sauter said. And I quote, this is from the Christian Science Monitor. Ayatollah Khomeini and Ronald Reagan had organized a clandestine negotiation, later known as the October Surprise, which prevented the attempts by myself. Now, keep in mind, this guy was the president of Iran in September of 1980, while the hostages were being held, and while the election was going on between Carter and Reagan, which prevented the attempts by myself and then U.S. President Jimmy Carter to free the hostages before the 1980 U.S. presidential election took place. The fact that they were not released tipped the results of the election in favor of Reagan. End of quote. Now, I've asked Jimmy Carter about that on the air twice, and both times he has deferred. He has not said Bonnie Sauter is wrong. In fact, he sort of implied that Bonnie Sauter was right. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.